the growth and economic development of cities like East Orange is going to be critical on the participation of minority, immigrant, and women-owned businesses.
You know, I wanted to raise a point, and Tristina, I'm going to get to you next.
Okay.
You know, the train station in South Orange and Mayport has made a significant impact on property values in these communities.
Yes, there are plans for the train station there in East Orange.
And so the train stations, you know, sometimes I don't know if people understand the significance
location
of these train stations.
Yeah, I mean, everyone's jumping up and down because we just got Transit Village. But what they don't realize is that stuff is about to go up.
Oh, yeah.
So, I mean, they just announced that they're raising property taxes. And then they also announced that they're raising county taxes.
Right.
So that's going up. And if you notice, if you ever drove by the Orange train station, they just broke down the area by the post office. I believe they're about to build some condos right there overlooking.
They've already started.
Station.
They have already started.
Yeah, they just started the
first phase.
They shut it out and stuff like that. So I mean, a lot of people, they don't understand until it hits them in their pockets.
But
so when it hits them in their pockets, then they run to City Hall. It's like, why is this happening?
But let me raise
that's
another
growth,
point.
though. That's I mean,
but that's good. But let me just raise another point. I think Caribbean people, and I can say this because I know this, have to understand the political process.
Yes.
And become part of the political process.
And participate. We have the lowest participation
We do not
level.
participate in the political process. However, when we need something, we go up to City Hall.
Oh, yes.
And tell
We're the biggest
mayor,
complainers.
Well, you know, I live on so-and-so street.
But you know
the
what?
pothole.
Things do not get, to tell you honest truth, when it comes to going to City Hall and complaining, City Hall doesn't do anything unless you have a body of people complaining.
Yes.
And that's the thing. People wait until it's too late and they run to City Hall like, look, this person's been selling drugs in the street. This happened. It's like, how long? Oh, like, I've been living there 10 years. Yeah, he's been there about 10 years. I mean, like in my street, for instance, there's this one man in a wheelchair, the only one in the streets selling the drugs. And I mean, I had to... I had to tell the mayor about it, and they came. They actually came in the street to him. I mean, he's still there, but...
And the thing about it is that I try to tell people that I know, listen, you got to be part of the political process because you're not part of the political process. When things happen, and when it's finished, then you learn about it.
Yes.
It's not that you have to be part of the political process. You don't have to take part in politics. You just have to be aware of what's going on. If you know it's going to affect
I disagree with that a little bit.
You have to speak up.
I gotta tell you this.
Closed mouth does not get fed. You have to speak up if you know it's going to affect you.
Let me jump in on that.
Absolutely correct.
Let me.
However, let me just finish this. However, in the political process, if you are not involved in the political process, those politicians only understand those individuals that making contributions to their campaign
or making noise.
Or we as Caribbean people don't understand making contributions to campaign. We believe that making noise is good enough dollars for the mayor to understand.
Well, this is one slight departure from what Tristina just said. I really, we take a lot of things for granted here in the United States, and one of the biggest things that we take for granted as Caribbean nationals is the democratic process. You see, if you don't vote, let's look at, for example, let's take one project, Obamacare. Okay, we did Obamacare, but as you know, they tried to kill that bill over 55 times. 55 times to stifle a program that would benefit mostly minorities and immigrants, people who can least afford health insurance. So it goes without saying, if we didn't have a president like President Obama that was very committed to health care for all people, affordable health care, we would not have been sitting here talking about 7 million people registering for affordable health care today. But through the efforts of grassroots organizations, individuals like you, Tracina, your mom, myself, we worked on getting out and getting people registered. Okay, in East Orange alone, we registered in one day over 300 people. Okay, and so to me, that was very, very significant because that really helped demonstrate that the population, the people of this nation needed health care. Okay, there are many people that could not afford health care and would wait until it was a dire emergency and then go to the emergency room where it's very much 10 times more expensive to seek health services, and that should not be.
No.
So likewise, let me just finish this one point. Whether it's economic empowerment, when we talk about a job act, when we talk about training for low skilled workers, when we talk about ensuring that big businesses hire or subcontract to minority and women, those are all political issues, and somebody had to fight for that. And if we're not willing to fight for that politically or put leaders in office who are committed to those issues, it's not going to get done. When you talk about outsourcing, relentlessly outsourcing jobs and then increasing the unemployment lines here in America, those are political issues first.
Well, I'm happy you said that someone committed because there's always someone saying they're qualified.
No, someone texted me, and there is a question. Since this is East Orange Caribbean Economic Forum, and I think it seemed like there is a coalition of, I know we have the Guyana American Heritage Foundation, the Coalition of Caribbean American Commission, and someone texted me, and I'm just going to read what this said. It says selection of a Caribbean person as an ambassador to all clubs, organizations, etc. And I think what the person is talking about is if we have these different Caribbean organizations, how do we get all the other different organizations all across Essex County involved in the process of what this sort of forum and organization is trying to accomplish? If we can have an ambassador, for all these different organizations across, because we have the Caribbean American Business Association
Yes.
as
Well, this is our first year doing this, and we do plan on expanding and having a lot of Caribbean organizations join us for next year once this goes through successfully. So it's not that we single-handedly just picked out a few. It's just that we just made it smaller. It was supposed to be something bigger, but we just kind of made it smaller just as a test try. And so far, we successfully have over 100 people that have
committed and registered.
RSVP.
They RSVP'd. So this is just our first go. So for next year, we're going to do it even bigger, and we're planning from soon as this one is done. We're already going to start planning the next one.
Absolutely.
And who we want to invite, and also send out pictures and everything so people can see that this is an event that was successfully done, and make it attractive so that they would want to participate, and we could even expand on the more forums.
No, Tracina, let me ask you. I want to ask Tracina a question, and I asked you this question before, Harry. Tracina, what is the difference between what the different organizations are trying to do here and the Caribbean American Business Association? What do you think is the difference?
The Caribbean American Business Association, that's CABA, right?
Yeah,
yes.
CABA, yeah.
So I've been to several of their meetings, and they try to get the businesses involved, as in, having fundraisers where that they can market their business. Okay, I'm from Trinidad, I'm a doctor, this is what I do, or we have our fish store, we sell fish, come and buy fish from us. So basically that organization is more to market and make your business
to
known,
business, yes.
Compared to here where we're having a forum, an international forum where you're not only letting your business be known, but you're also networking with people from around the world that are willing to invest into the Caribbean. And I would hope that next year we can have Kaba also involved.
Absolutely.
So
The
because
kid
next
is
year
good.
We plan.
Her mama trained. The kid is good.
I'm just listening here.
You see, you and I, as educators, we like to sit back, right? We like to sit back and really look and admire our work. And so we just let her go on.
I'm listening.
But I would like to have them involved and, have them not only market their business, but also see what they can do on a grander scale. Because the Chamber of Commerce basically is for marketing your business and also networking and expanding your business. So if they would join in with us next year in putting on this nice event, that would be great.
Well, you know what? I got to give you credit, Tristina, because I think you're absolutely correct. And if they could come together, I played a song by Gypsy from Trinidad called One Caribbean. If they could if we could come together and decide that, we are all in this for some of the same purposes. But I think this one is global.
Yes.
Right. And when Kaba might be a little more local.
Right.
Yes. It's more of a local scale.
Yeah. And global is always better than local.
And you see, this is a little more forward thinking because there are mutual benefits on both sides of the Atlantic. You see, we are trying to sell this.
Have you guys approached Kaba?
Probably
actually,
her mom probably did.
I was supposed to go to Vincent's office today, but I didn't make it.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
All right.
So
just checking.
the
Go ahead,
answer
Harry.
is definitely yes. And let me just, to your point, this is open to any.
But it's funny. Let me stop you again,
Yes.
Harry. Kaba never really came to me and asked me to come on this radio program, and Harry did.
You know what? I heard about this radio program through Harry, and I normally listen to.
Yeah,
that's my mom. I normally
Tell her
listen
to call
to.
in.
1 minute. I normally listen to.
Caribbean Zone.
No, I don't listen to
Blaze,
Caribbean stations like that.
Caribbean Zone.
No, it's a talk station called Sotomayor, but he's on YouTube. But I heard he has his own radio thing there in Atlanta. I don't know if you can hear it online or anything. But
right.
But as far as talk radio goes, I haven't heard of any Caribbean. I heard of Blaze.
Right, but you see, what it is that.
But this is a nice station. I actually like it.
Thank you so much. What it is that this is on a radio station. This is an online radio station that covers many different areas. It so happened the owner is from Trinidad and Tobago. But I'm willing to cover events all across Essex County because I think it's kind of important, when you live in this type of communities. You hear me talk about, next door, Newark is right next door to us. Yes. Irvington is right next door to us.
Yes.
Union is right next door. East Orange. So it's kind of important for us to. It's kind of important for us in order to understand these things. But what we're gonna do, we're gonna go for a short break, and we're gonna be right back.
Caribbean people, we have heard that unity is strength. Let's prove it. Unite and be strong. Caribbean people, let's get together. Unity is the answer. This world is getting smaller. We have to unite if we must survive. Unity is what would keep us alive. Nothing else. Let us protect ourselves. What we need is one Caribbean. We need one Caribbean. We have too many borders, too many flags, too many passports, too much immigration. All we need is one Caribbean. We need one Caribbean.
We are back with you. It's in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Mayport Online Radio Experience. Coming to you every Monday through Friday from 8 to 9:30 p.m. That's 8 to 9:30 p.m. Hello, you're in the Village with Anselm on the South Orange Mayport Online Radio Experience. Hello?
heard the guys upstairs say that they compared this to other games in the Boston
Hello?
Garden.
Yes,
Bill
hello.
Simmons did.
Can
We
you
just
hear me?
asked Hubie Brown about a game in Detroit in